So if we're thinking about whether we should accept premise one, which is that we don't control which beliefs that we form, this is the thesis known as Doxastic involuntarism. So Bernard Williams, who we've already seen a little bit about in this lecture series, glosses the idea of Doxastic involuntarism as the following, quote, "You do not, according to philosophers of this view, see a man and then ask yourself, do I believe that that is a man? You simply see and then believe." So this is the idea that when you're looking out into the world, it seems like your beliefs are in some sense automatic. It doesn't seem like you can control your beliefs. There's not some kind of intermediary stage between your perceptions and your beliefs where you kind of have some moment of control to decide which belief you're going to form. Instead, the beliefs just seem to be formed automatically as a result of the perception. And we might think that this is something that holds for all of our beliefs. So maybe if we're looking at an example of something, some behavior, we decide that it's unjust. It doesn't seem like, as Williams suggests, that we see the behavior, have a moment where we kind of internally reflect on it, and then decide what we're going to believe about it. So one of the things that, so how are we going to kind of pick up this idea of Doxastic involuntarism? What are some arguments that we can give for this, for this premise? And it seems like arguments can be split into kind of roughly one or two camps. And so we might think that, well, the first argument that we've kind of been given here is this kind of phenomenological argument. So based on what it feels like to form beliefs, what the kind of internal feeling of it is. And Williams seems to give this idea that, you know, when we actually reflect on where our beliefs come from, we kind of feel as if there's not this intermediary stage. And so this is at least some evidence in support of this involuntarist view. An empirical argument for the idea of involuntarism might come from the fact that, you know, people's beliefs seem to be largely influenced by their circumstances. So if we don't have control over our beliefs, we might want to say that, you know, here's some good evidence for that, because if we did have control, then people wouldn't be so likely to form beliefs very similar to their environment. So if we look at, you know, controlling environments, you know, examples of cults or controlling religious environments, it seems like people don't really have a choice over which beliefs that they form in these cases. Instead, because they are indoctrinated, then they have no choice. But we might think that, you know, indoctrination is really just when we talk about people's beliefs being ones that we don't like. But similarly, you know, we don't have a choice over our beliefs either. But we might wonder whether this is a kind of deterministic relationship. So it seems like maybe we can give an explanation where, you know, people still choose their beliefs, but they're more likely to choose certain beliefs because of their environment. But maybe this isn't deterministic in the sense that they could only ever have chosen those beliefs. So this empirical version of the argument is like has some slight difficulties getting off the ground.